Yeah, but it's not financial advice. Not a financial advice. Max has to see that one. Hey, welcome to Blue Collar Crypto. It's your boy Crypto G. All right. ETH. Is it going to boom today? It's like sometime like now, you're supposed to see that ETH ETF get approved. So I'm just going to check it real quick while I'm here. On the 30-minute. Let's see. All right. Well, on the 30-minute, it's starting to move. So hopefully you have ETH position now. ETH, like I said in yesterday's episode, it's just an easy hodl, easy spot position. So if you would have bought yesterday, you would have, oh my gosh. I'm going to have to share my screen and show you guys. I wasn't even going to get into all of this. 15. All right. There's the ETH 15. So this is where we wanted you to buy, remember? Hold on one second. Right here. Yeah. You would have saw the episode there. And wow, already. And you're probably going to break here. So, and imagine that with 5x. You can just look at it. Look at ETH right now. Let's look at this thing. It's happening in front of your eyes. So, ETH ETF happening right now. Look at the money you would have made. So frustrating. I just wish everybody would just try it. Like if you had $40, you bought $40 of ETH today, tell you by Halloween, it's going to be way more than $40. So then you just think, what if it was 400? What if it was 4,000? And you don't need that. You just work up to that. As you keep trading, your money grows. Your margin to put trades in grows, and then you can put bigger trades on other assets, and then you're going to make gains on those. That's the game. Again, quicklearncrypto.com. Learn how to play this game from the basics. Definitely, of course, built for the blue collar people, and definitely just subscribe to this channel. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that bell notification. So when it's live at 5 with Alpha Adams, you're getting those entries and getting the updates then. Hopefully we'll be able to do that every day, but for now, anytime there's going to be one, just check us on Instagram because I'm going to let you know to check the drive at 5. All right. Other than that, I did want to give a shout out to somebody. And I'm just going to keep an eye on that ETH chart while we do that. Let me move my screen over here. Yeah, I did want to give a quick shout out to a good friend of mine. I've known him for a long time, but he's also my trainer. So back when I finally made it to the Nationals to do the Canadian Championships, when we used to have, where you would have to make it to the provincial team for bodybuilding, and then all those provincial teams would go to the Nationals, to the Canadas, and then compete to get their pro cards, whatever. And this actually Nationals I did with Emily and Aaron prior to them turning pro. We all did that Nationals. Even some of his clients did the Nationals. It was interesting because I didn't really talk to Aaron back then. But when we all are at Nationals and we all have those blue Ontario jackets on, instantly the people you don't really talk to in Ontario become really good friends. Everyone's like nodding and saying hi to each other just because we got to stay together. We got to be a team. Too many other provinces and jackets and colors around. So the Crips all stayed together. All right. So, anyways, back to Scott. So he helped me achieve the best condition I ever had. So I don't know. I'm flipping through pictures of the old me, and he also, way back in the day when he was a kid, his brother, because I knew his older brothers and his sister, because they were my age, so I knew them through the gym. Then they brought him in when he was, I forget how young he was, 10, 11, and he wanted to try a Taekwondo class. Unfortunately, the class was testing for the next belt, and he didn't know. They didn't know. So my dad was there, and my dad was the one that does the belt tests at the time. And he was like, "Oh, who's this?" I go, "Oh no, he wanted to try it, but he didn't know there was a testing." My dad was like, "No, let him join. Let him do everything he can. Don't let him. He's here. Even though he can't test, just let him do what he can." So we let Scottie in there, and he did everything, and it was good. It was it was fun. And then later, I was bodybuilding already. I was competing. And I got sponsored by Muscle Tech. So my before and after for Hydroxycut was like all over the place. It was in Flex. It was in Muscle and Fitness. It was everywhere. Muscle Tech loved me just because I could lose a lot of weight to get in shape for shows. I just got fat off the off season. This is a fat to lean picture right here. But anyways, that's why they liked me. So back then when Scott got into bodybuilding, he saw my picture in one of the magazines. His brother was the manager of my gym and said to him, "Oh, this guy works out at our gym." And then to Scott, it was like, he thought it was such a big deal because he was getting into bodybuilding. And there's a guy that's into Muscle Tech ad that works out at your gym. Anyways, it was kind of funny to meet him that way, first through Taekwondo, then through bodybuilding. And then at the very end of it, he's the guy that got me in shape for the best shape of my life. As well, after my stroke, it was, I really wanted to get on stage because it was the Crush Cancer bodybuilding show. And my dad was fighting, and he just had passed about 6 months before the show. So when I recovered and was able to get into a walker after my stroke, I had basically 7 to 8 months to get in shape for the show. And my dad passed, in the middle of prep, unfortunately, but prep kept going because it was in honor of him and his fight. So Scott, in the most healthiest way, because I was recovering from a stroke and I take a lot of medication. So we had to get in shape in a different way, and we were able to do it. Still got second. I really wanted that first place, but it's okay. It's totally fine. With whatever the way God wrote it, he wrote it. But that was a nice little comeback. So thank you, Scott, for that. But now to rewind a little bit. Not too long ago, Scottie had his own battle that he battles every day, and he's battled right through. And I'm proud of him because he's become this new man. And, trials and tribulations, they mold us into the people we're supposed to be. I truly, truly, truly believe that. You get tested. You have to get tested. People shy away. People want miracles, but they're not willing to go through things that need big miracles. They're not willing to get tested. You have to be tested. You have to be. I'm not going to go on an airplane if the pilot's never passed the test. I'm not going to see a surgeon if that doctor's never passed an exam. You got to be tested. That's just the way it goes. So proud of him that he's fought and continues to fight through his own battle. But not too long ago, as his little comeback, as he helped me through mine after the stroke, he had his own where he got into the boxing ring. That's right. He got into an event for a title. And I believe it was his first time out, fighting a guy that already had some boxing, had some bouts already on his own record. It was a pretty big event in Toronto. It was emceed by the famous and the one and only legendary Sugar Ray Leonard. And Scottie won. Scottie got the belt. So anyways, quick shout out to him. I'm proud of you. It's just amazing. He's also a JTBIT holder, of course. He's bullish. But yeah, good job. And hope to see you in that ring again. This is actually his shirt that he had for leading up to his fight. And he's a man of God, just like me. So he came by the other day and we had a long talk. We wanted to sit, talk, faith, Dorian Yates, bodybuilding, just everything, fighting, whatever. He came, he had a meeting in an hour. So we're like, let's just talk faith. So at least we got all the faith talk and faith building that we could get. All right, let's get back to the chart. Okay. So during my little spiel, this is what ETH's been doing on the 15-minute. And you'll see it just starts to rip and starts to rip. So what I'm going to do for me is I'm going to set an alarm to see if when it breaks that last high over there on the 15-minute. Done. So once it breaks here, I'm going to get an alarm. Do I position? I just have a spot position. Like I said, I rebought more ETH around here. Even who cares where it was, even if it was here. This is the beginning. You can see it moving up and down now. You probably see it more on the 5-minute. Just the 5-minute is so scary to watch. But you can see if this was Alpha Atoms, he'd tell you that the RSI is at the top. So it's not a time to buy, definitely. It would have been time to sell. And you were probably here, right? This is where it started to turn up. That's around where I said to take the trade. So just using Alpha Atoms, it's perfect. It starts to turn here. He would have gone in here. He would have exited there. Easy. But if you're holding, like if you're a long time holder of ETH, then you want to just buy and hold. Look at this. Just bought all of that up, but you don't see the green candles here. You have to go on a different time frame there. So 3 hours, 1 hour, something like that. 2.5, 2.5, 1.5, whatever. All right. The other thing I want to talk about was JTBIT. It's starting. So right now they're working on the Sabong platform for gambling. And as you can see right here, there's Alpha Atoms. He's the best, man. This guy is on everything. She has alerts and checks all the stuff for KOS and blue collar crypto, all for our assets, all the assets we manage. So he saw the deck scan and it had a lot of $1 buys last night. And these $1 buys are all for Sabong. So these are all the checks on how they're going to place bets and then cash out. They're trying to make it seamless and not too drawn out, because if the process to set your bet and to cash your bet in JTBIT takes too long, then they're just going to want to go back to their centralized way instead of doing it with a decentralized asset. So those are the types of things that we want to fix. I just saw another one. Babe. So those deck scans, again, that's what's going to let us know when things are going to start happening. And that's how we're all going to exit before everyone else. Is anyone else out there listening to this about JTBIT? No, JTBIT holders are. So this thing, when we hit that 002, Instagram, you guys should just have our blue collar crypto on that notification on. So, if I don't even know what you're going to know. You're going to know it's time when you see that Instagram post. Let me see. Live at 5, catch your entries with Alpha Atoms tonight to get position. And I think that's it. That's all I wanted to tell you. Again, I'm going to share this screen real quick. Is it still booming? There's the famous 5 minute. Still riding up there. I really think, okay, you're hearing the Crypto G prediction right now. I think before, what's today? Tuesday? Before the end of Thursday, we break this. We break 3,500. Wow. That's a big, it's a pretty big prediction. This isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. It's just Crypto G and how it works for us at Blue Collar Crypto. All right. That is it for now. I will talk to you guys later. Don't forget to catch Live at 5 with Alpha Adams. Again, it's going to be our first live show at 5, so bear with us. We are definitely trying to figure out how he can log on to our account live, because it's usually me that does it, but he's going to try and take the reins for that one just so we can get used to doing it on our own. So then more of us and some other people from KOS can start coming on. Then you can start hearing from everyone else, not just me. There's a team of 12 of us. You guys should get to know everyone. All right. Crypto G, Blue Collar Crypto. Have a great Tuesday, and I will see you soon. Bye.